Yeah, so sorry about that. I left you two voicemails, both of them pretty long, about 5 minutes ago. So at 7:44 p.m. and then at 7:46 p.m. or something, I left you two separate voicemails on your phone. They should have gone through.
No, nothing. All it says is that you called, and I guess I was upstairs.
Wow, really?
So I thought I had something.
So this keeps happening. I'm not sure what the deal is, but whenever I call people and leave a voicemail, they tell me they never got the voicemail, which means there's some type of electronic interference going on with the voicemails that I leave on people's phones. You're not the first person who's told me.
Okay, you call me back and leave a message.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that, and we'll do a test. Okay, talk to you soon. Bye. Yeah, so the Greenville group is using, by their own admission, a psychopath, a sex offender, a cyber criminal who can, quote, hack into anything, named Jasmine Irizarry, to interfere with many of the aspects of my electronic activities on my phones, primarily, but also on tablets and my air conditioner and heating in this unit and things like that. She can hack into anything, according to Oleg Eliseyev, based on what he told me in 2019 when I went to him to complain that this psychopath who was always sitting in the bathroom directly behind the wall of my kitchen sink and smoking would smack the wall aggressively whenever, emails were deleted or my phone suddenly was remotely disabled and things like that. So she's now interfering. She is jealous that I have a family, that I have a close personal relationship with my family, especially my parents. And she likes to tamper with the communications between myself and my family. So we're going to try this again. I just left my dad two voicemails. He says none of them were recorded on his phone or don't show up on his phone. And that was just 10 minutes ago. Somebody is jealous, miserable, psychotic.
Hello, you've reached Reinhold Eckelhofer. Please leave a detailed message with your name and phone number and the reason that you called. Thank you very much. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hey, Dad. So this is voicemail number 3 in the last 12 minutes. Obviously, you said that you didn't receive the first two, so I'm leaving a third one of the approximate length of the ones that I just left 8 to 10 minutes ago that you say that you didn't receive or that didn't show up on your phone. So I'm just going to keep talking for a little bit to make sure that it's the same length as the other ones in case your phone is having an issue with voicemails that are, 2 or 3 minutes long. Let's just see if this one goes through. Otherwise, the same person who's been hacking into my phones for years and deleting messages and preventing messages from being received and sent or preventing phone calls from being made, obviously is somehow tampering with my phone on an ongoing basis. So I hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you in a few minutes. All right, take care. Bye. So none of the low-life scum nut jobs in Unit 76 directly below, in Unit 88 next door, and in Unit 78, the vacant former premises of a psychopath, a sex offender, and a cyber criminal who, according to Oleg Eliseyev, can get into anything, named Jasmine Irizarry. None of them have families. They have some serious anger issues towards women because I suspect that they were rejected by their mothers. I mean, I don't blame their mothers for rejecting them. I mean, look at these pieces of shit. They're just the most hideous scum on the planet. So no wonder their mothers tossed them into the gutter when they were born. But they have issues with me having a close personal relationship with my family. And then Irizarry, the cyber criminal, I don't think that the porn blasting thug directly next door in 88 is a hacker. I just don't think that he has that ability. And same thing with the violent thug directly below in 76. This person is so mentally disturbed. I'm surprised that they're not in a locked facility. But Irizarry, the sick and twisted, very conniving, very sneaky, very corrupt psychopath, is a cyber criminal. I mean, that's a fact. It started happening as soon as she moved in 2013. My tablets started malfunctioning and being remotely disabled. And then she would smack the wall against my kitchen sink when I would try to use my phone and it wouldn't work, or it would just shut itself off, like repeatedly turn itself on and shut itself off. She was very good at causing my electronic devices to turn themselves on and off repeatedly, nonstop for like 5 minutes. So I'd look over at my phone, it would be turning it on, it would be turning itself on, then it would be shutting itself off, and then turning itself on and shutting itself off. That's when you know somebody's messing with your electronics, right? And she would smack the wall and make all kinds of smoke and fumes. Oh, here's Dad.
The voicemail came through.
Okay, so this time the voicemail went through.
Yeah.
That's very strange that the first two didn't, because they were exactly the same length. I made sure to leave one of equivalent length in case your phone memory was somehow, full and it wasn't accepting voicemails of 2 or 3 minutes long.
Whatever.
So that's very strange. But I'm glad that you saw that I called and that you called back. So the first voicemail basically.
Once in San Bernardino, we had a problem with our press. So I was there all summer long, and that dragged into December because we couldn't bring any in. So long story short, and my point is that was always hot and just smoke. I mean, you can shoot through.
Yeah,
You can't see half a block away. The end of the block is all yellowish green. The smoke was horrible.
But that was in what, 82 or 83?
82, 83.
Yeah, that's when it was
San
bad.
Bernardino, downtown San Bernardino.
Yeah, I'm sure it's changed. Yeah, the highway has a name. It's like the Celestial Highway.
We took that.
Yeah, it would be called a cable car. Yeah. So Dad, the term gondola when you're dealing with mountains and skiing is the thing.
Gondola is in Venice.
No, Dad. There's a different term for gondola, which is when you are on the mountain and you're skiing. There's something called a ski lift, which is just a little seat that takes you up to the top of the mountain. But the gondolas are these enclosed cable cars that go all the way to the very top, that are much more high tech than the ski lift. So the gondolas are.
It's a cable car.
Yeah, but it's called a gondola when you're skiing and you're on a mountain.
Well, anyway.
Trust me.
It's a cable car because it hangs on the cable.
Yes,
anyway,
it's enclosed.
It doesn't matter. So the point is, when
No, we have great pictures of that trip that we took up to those mountains in 1984, and we were standing on the rocks in the middle of the river, and you and Mom were taking pictures of us.
Right. So my point is, this is the area where they showed that became a torrent.
The river?
They showed that cars were floating down that torrent.
From the mountains of San Bernardino.
That's correct, because now that water has to go somewhere, of course.
So that was a few days ago.
That was yesterday.
Oh, yesterday. Wow. Yeah, they're getting a lot of rain.
There was no devastating tree unrooted and power lines smashed. I mean, when you see what they showed that one section there, I forget what town it is, where that one tree is a huge tree, toppled over 80-mile-an-hour winds.
Well, that was not
basically took out all the power lines.
Nope, that's what I thought. And then he texted me last night, pretty late for me, and he said everything is fine. Those were his exact words, and that they're just getting a lot of rain, but the house is okay. No devastation. And same thing with the family house. 4 houses down. No flooding, just steady rain, no winds. So Mom said that there's areas filling up with water that are, just the water is obviously filling up because the ground is saturated, but that's the only problem that they're experiencing right now.
Okay.
Yeah. So no worries.